Hello, everybody. This is SPX 2024, and my name is Joe.
My name's Rusty, and with us we have...
M. Jacob Alvarez, if you're going professional, but I go by my middle name, Jake.
Nice.
Wow, I was like, that is not the name you told me.
That's only for us guys.
That's only for us.
If you work your way into it, maybe...
I just want to point out, when I said this is SPX 2024, the look on your face was as if I got most of that wrong somehow.
Yeah,
and I was like, what did I say?
Maybe I was impressed that you got it right.
That's true.
You never know.
I was struggling.
2024 feels wrong to me. It feels like it should be really 2004.
Makes sense, yeah.
You lost 2 decades?
I mean, drawing comics.
Yeah.
They just go by.
True.
Thanks, comics.
That's among the things I've lost.
Yeah.
So, Jake, tell us what it brings you to SPX.
I'm debuting 2 books here. I've done a couple before, but I look back on the books I brought, in 2010 or something. It's like, what the hell was I thinking?
It happens to the best of us.
Same reason that you told me that you priced the book $350. What were you thinking?
Yeah, so many quarters.
Comics are $3.50. I think they were even $5 at the time. Again, Catholic upbringing.
Sure. Well, it's your desire to give somebody a good deal.
That makes sense. You're taking the hit.
And get rid of their loose change.
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
It's not that you have to give change, you're trying to take their change.
Wow. So you're not trying to make change. You're trying to take change.
I'm trying to take change.
Wow. Tell us about your comics.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the big one I'm debuting. Old Catholic jokes aside, raised Catholic and everything. It's called The Atheist's Guide to the Old Testament.
Oh, nice.
I was foolish enough to try to read the entire Bible, and there is a lot of stuff in there that they don't tell you happened. It's snarky, but it's not an attack. It's more just, it's kind of fascinating, all of the insane things in there that no one ever tells you.
So tell us one that comes to mind.
Do you know that there's a reference to horse cocks in Ezekiel?
Did
not. I know, and I've researched where horse cocks are mentioned, and I have yet to find the Bible.
Ezekiel's not come up.
No.
No, it is
Gotta turn safe search off.
I kind of write Ezekiel as like a Def Jam comic, you know what I mean? Because he's so nasty with his put downs. But there's also so much psychedelic imagery in that one. The reason that the Jews wandered in the desert for 40 years, even because it takes a couple of days walking to get from Egypt to Israel, is because they didn't want to attack Canaan, and God was like, okay, you guys will still take possession. All you motherfuckers have to die out first, though. I'm sorry, I cursed.
No, that's fine.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So the reason was you're not allowed to stop walking around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh, you don't want to fight? Well, how would you like to walk around for 40 years?
I wouldn't like that very much at all.
I haven't liked that very much.
I don't want to fight, but between the two, I'm tired.
I'll take a fight over too long a walk.
I can lose the fight. I can't stop walking.
That's true.
Yeah, a fight that lasts 30 seconds certainly beats, even a solid day of walking. You ever been to Disney World? It's rough.
No, I'll throw the fight. Not a problem.
Who is that for? Not for me. The theme park.
Disneyland?
I mean, what are we doing? Like the walking?
For us. Not built for us.
I am jealous of you. You know no Disney adults. I know several.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It happens.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone except you, but definitely not him.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that.
What other kind of comics you got for you?
Yeah.
So this is May the Master. It's my love letter to shonen manga. Nice. But that's on the surface of it. I just finished a really big project tied to Atheist Guide to the Old Testament. And I just want to draw something fun. But the subtext is it's actually about stand-up comedy, which I did for 5 years in Philadelphia. Wow. Which is a rough town to do stand-up.
It's a rough town, period. So especially for stand-up, yes.
So all the fighters, they don't tell jokes, but they act like open mic comedians. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to get on earlier in the night. I got to move to the big city and then become a great fighter. Meanwhile, you're losing every fight you're in.
All the tropes of this one world.
Applied to another.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to get there.
It was fine.
Yeah, I was just taking my time. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you got it. I got you there quick. That's fine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What else have you got?
So this is my graphic novel, Chinatown Bus. It's been out for a couple years. You guys live on the East Coast, take the DC up to...
DC area.
Yep.
Everyone who's been on the Chinatown Bus has a story, whether it broke down or you met some crazy person. It's a romance. It's 20-year-old kid in kind of mid-Bush administration, 2005 or so, goes up to visit his girlfriend in New York. And he gets on the bus and he gets a text message, maybe you shouldn't come up this weekend. And and then she won't answer any more texts. And he's like, is she breaking up with me? What's going on? And there's this beautiful girl just sitting next to him that dumping, or maybe dumping, gives him the confidence to talk to her. And she's the person that I think anyone of most genders had dated in their 20s, a fun disaster. So it's them running around New York being awful hipsters to each other.
All the while, a lingering question remains, why shouldn't he have come that weekend?
Well, maybe he's not the best person, and maybe that girlfriend just is trying to slowly peel the Band-Aid off. There's let's just say they meet up later in the night.
I was hoping so. You
yes.
gotta give some closure. But you know what? I'm sorry. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. I don't want to impose.
But we
it.
appreciate
Read Chinatown Bus to get the closure
Yes.
of what happens to...
Now that's such a tangible and real world type of event that can happen to a number of people. So, did you come up with the idea of sort of a disconnected and nebulous romance, and then say how could this be conveyed, or did you have the idea of the myriad of stories on the Chinatown bus? What would they be like?
Let me give you the weirdest answer I possibly can.
Interested.
I love emojis.
Okay.
I'm in already.
Do you guys remember text messaging before emojis?
Oh,
and you would there was absolutely no nuance to a conversation. And you could say something and people would take it totally wrong. And the weird delays in texting and just how fraught that was in the age, back when people were using flip phones.
Yep.
Not saying that still doesn't happen, but yes. I did date a girl in New York. This is not my life story, or at least I try not to make it my life story. And everyone has a story of what happened on the Chinatown bus, but it was really just kind of dating in the mid-2000s, and the bizarrety of, especially I had pretty severe arrest development at that point. Inadvertent autobiography, I guess, even if nothing in there totally happened to me.
That makes sense. You're going to draw from what you know.
Exactly. All fiction is autobiography.
Nice.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have a
you didn't
crazy
know?
life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've drawn a comic before and you've looked back and you were trying to make it not about you. It was like, oh, that was about that time in my life.
So one time when we used to make comics, they were stick figure based comics, and there was a story with Rusty, and it was him gained psychic power. So I now wonder, is that something I've just kind of repressed? Did you at some point have psychic powers?
I mean, who's to say, really?
Well, you would be the person.
I guess I'm to say.
So what do you say?
I say maybe.
Well, that's
Solid maybe.
frustratingly open-ended.
Yeah.
Is that what the quarters are for? Like you're going to get them all and try to move them?
Yeah, it's a... When that machine moves itself over, you'll know.
Wow, listen to you. You're
or sorry, if that machine moves
I
itself
was going to
over.
say, this is not commitment, Rusty.
No.
This is open-ended, Rusty.
Should that machine happen to move over here on its own?
Then I may have psychic powers.
Possibly.
Tell us about your other comic that you have.
This is What a Way to Go. It's a collection of my gag comics for like a 2-year run, the best ones that I was doing. It's got Elvis on the cover. There is no more Elvis inside, but that level of kitsch and fun.
Have you had anyone interested in the book that was disappointed to find out it wasn't Elvis-centric?
I was shocked. I had one today. I've never had one
Wow.
before. Someone was like, so is this about like all types of weird deaths of celebrities? I was like, I wish it was now.
Sorry.
You can
Maybe
do
next
another-
year. Maybe we'll
do another book with the same exact cover, and it's just totally different content.
different focus.
It would be like that 90s remake of Psycho with the shot-for-shot remake with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. Maybe Vince Vaughn can be in the comic.
Maybe Vince Vaughn can play Elvis and die on the toilet.
Maybe Vince Vaughn can die, Vince, and then you can do a comic about it.
Vince, we're coming for you.
Whoa,
Sorry.
whoa,
Well,
whoa.
you know what?
Well,
Yeah.
but yeah, we
let's go-
are.
Yeah, we
Don't
are.
show up in Bethesda, Vince Vaughn.
No.
Not this weekend.
Don't you
Not-
do it.
Don't
Not
come
this
to
week.
North
Don't you
Bethesda
dare.
to the Small Press Expo the weekend, well before you're seeing this, and I know you're watching
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn.
So in retrospect, you better not have been here.
You better
to
not
see
have
this.
been. You better not time travel here.
You lost your Bethesda privileges.
Oh, you're
snap.
off limits here, man. We got people at the border of the city. You're not getting past
We got
them
checkpoints set up.
in the future. Now, at some point you may get past them, but we will not be here.
No.
I mean, maybe if you make another like movie as funny as I don't know, what's the last Vince Vaughn movie I saw?
I like Swingers.
know. It was
I
a
mean,
good-
Swingers is forever ago, but
Yeah.
Love
The
that- love that
interns
movie.
with him and Owen Wilson becoming interns at Google.
never saw that.
Never seen it, but I know it exists.
I'm like, I never saw it. You're like, yeah, me neither. But
Yeah, I know it exists.
okay, yeah.
What are you guys doing after this? Maybe we watch Interns, and if it's good, we give Vince Vaughn a pass.
You know what? For his sake, hope
That's
it is.
the only movie I'll give it the pass on.
Only.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, any other movie he does, he's a talented actor. He has charisma, just you can't believe. But that movie has to be good. That's the movie that can save his life.
That's the make or break.
Vince, your life is hanging by a thread,
You're
and
on
that
the line.
thread, interns.
And the chemistry between you and Owen Wilson.
Well, who couldn't have chemistry with Owen Wilson?
I don't know.
He just is chemistry.
He's a
He
sweetie
is
pie.
a rainbow, just before our very eyes.
I mean, no one has the chemistry he had with Jackie Chan, but that's like, Romeo and Juliet.
I mean, come
Honestly,
on.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nobody has the chemistry with the sun like the moon.
A timeless tale. Yeah.
What are we doing here? No. Before we let you go, there's two more things we got to ask you. One, would you like to answer a mystery question?
I would love to answer.
We're going to bring in the mystery machine of mystery questions, in which are a bevy, and I counted, there's an actual bevy of mystery
full
questions
bevy.
in here.
a full bevy.
Oh
not a
my
half
God,
bevy.
bevy
no.
on top of bevy.
We're not half
But
into-
before you
half-assed
get to that,
this
you're going to
bevy.
need a quarter, and
a
we're
little
going
quarter
to
truck.
transfer via difficult means.
That's
A
where
little
the quarters
quarter
come
truck,
from.
Overly complicated.
and that will
So go ahead
unlock
and
the
then
mystery
pop yourself
question
in
for
right
you.
there.
Will one of you do kindness to hold my
Sure
mic?
thing.
Absolutely.
Certainly.
Excellent.
All right. There you go. Perfect. Smooth open. It's nice.
Now, Jake, what is your mystery question?
The mystery question is, what is your least favorite United State?
Ah.
I have traveled for work, and I've been to a lot of them.
Who are you putting on notice?
So this is going to be a very informed decision.
It is. I mean, someone's, Alabama, actually lovely, especially Mobile.
I'll be honest, I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
It's exciting.
We've already taken care of Vince Vaughn. Who else can we get?
Well, now you're just like, all right, what scores do I have to settle?
Yeah, right.
I don't
am
know.
on a state level.
Settling my score
I don't think
with
you're settling a score. I think they're the one that brought you to this level through the means in which they exist.
They brought it on themselves.
Mississippi.
Oh,
Boom.
Mississippi. You know it had to be coming.
Your Biloxi, Mississippi is worse than Atlantic City as far as gambling towns go, and take that to the bank. It's hard to do.
If you have a
Wow.
bank, because your gambling is so just putrid
Yeah.
that banks won't even open up there.
Rebuild the bank in Pascagoula, which last time I was there was still destroyed from Katrina 15 years ago.
And granted, that wasn't your fault, and no one should truly mock the horrors of Katrina. But setting that aside, Mississippi,
Get
you
it
know what's
together,
happening.
Mississippi.
You know what's on. Call Vince Vaughn.
That's right.
Call Vince Vaughn.
You know what's on call.
Now, the
It's on.
second thing that we need to discuss
Yes.
is which prize you're going to choose from our prize gallery. Now, we have before your very eyes, both of them. We have a deck of playing cards, a set of 4 coasters featuring us, a pot holder also featuring us, a jigsaw puzzle, guess what, featuring us, a laminated placemat, a tea towel, a blanket, far too large to unfurl on
Huge.
camera, a keepsake box in which you can keep
Your sakes.
your sakes. That's right, we have a ceramic mug, we have a pillow, and a shopping bag, all for your pleasure. Which prize would you like?
I am going to take these very well-designed playing cards
Fantastic.
because they're going to get used. You guys want to play Kings after this is done? You know?
Oh.
Yeah, already on board.
You're ahead of me, Joe.
Now, where can people find out more about your work on the internet?
www.hypnospiralcomic.com. Got links to all my socials. Got a ton of free comics up there. Some of them in color.
Nice.
Whoa,
Fantastic.
whoa. Color on the internet, guys. Get used to
Fancy
it.
stuff, guys.
Thank you so much for sitting with
Hey,
us.
Yes.
thank you so much for having me.
Let's
Appreciate
do
it.
it.
This is
Boom.
great.
Great to meet you both.
Great to meet you as well. Thanks.
Cool.